What, kitty? What, kitty? Think we're good. What's good, honeybees? It's your friendly neighborhood honey rabbit here, and I'm gonna be drawing once again. Like I always do. I'm actually gonna be right back real quick. Just real quick. Hang on a second.
Meep meep. Hello.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh. Oh. Hello.
Right when I started the stream, my cat started meowing at me, and some stuff was going on outside my room. My dad's asleep right now because he's not feeling well, so my dogs are just kind of roaming around. I gotta keep an eye on them, so my door's open, so I might end up getting up a lot.
Sorry to hear your father's sick.
It happens. Alright. So, people watching the stream may notice that the title is Roleplay Drawing Stream. I am going to be drawing my characters from Teenverse in my new roleplay server. I'm going to be drawing what they look like. I technically already have drawings of Bendy, Silent, and Cherry in Teenverse, but I think those are like a year old now, so I think it's time to give them a
Time for an
refresh sheet.
update.
Give them an update.
Speaking about the new roleplay server, I have a question to ask. How did you? Well, what gave you the idea to remake the roleplay server? If you don't mind me asking.
Because I wanted my roleplay server back.
Fair enough.
I missed role-playing in groups with people. I wanted to go back to role-playing in groups. The only reason I killed the old one was because of how inactive it was. This time there's like absolutely no pressure in it being active. Sometimes it might go quiet for like a few months. Sometimes it'll be active for a few days. Who knows? There's no pressure in it being active all the time. It's just we come and go.
Fair enough.
Whenever we feel like using it, we use it.
Plus, it's like a fresh start in a way, huh?
Yeah, and I've restarted the Teenverse AU in there because that's like, for some reason with the, this wasn't in my roleplay server, this was in a friend's. Teenverse was like my favorite AU. For some reason. And it continues to be my favorite AU between just Posey and I. So I decided it would be fun to have it as a group again. So I restarted it in my roleplay server. Alright. Alright, so I'm starting with Teen vs. Bendy. So I'm gonna need my Bendy ref sheet. Hopefully my pen pressure doesn't die. I just realized that one of my pictures in my ref sheet is NSFW. So I'm actually going to censor that before I go pick out the ref sheet. I don't think the ref sheets show up anyway. Like whenever I go to open a new picture, I don't think the pictures show up anyway. But I just want to be safe, you know. Like my channel may not be for children, but it's definitely not adults only.
Oh my god, yeah, especially what's been like with YouTube changing some of its rules lately.
I'm not gonna talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's just quickly steer our way.
Alright, so this is regular Bendy as an adult. I really need to update the ref sheet because he's not that chubby. And also I don't do this obnoxious shading anymore. So, this was when the rubber hose art style was starting to come into play, and hang on a second, my dog's barking. I'm never gonna get to actually draw, am I?
Who knows?
Be right back. Again. I'm probably gonna end up having to get up again in a few minutes because I had to let the dogs outside. So, I'm probably gonna end up having to get up in a few minutes to let them back inside, because I can't just leave them outside all day.
No, they need the attention. They need to be inside sometimes.
It's also cold, so it'd be cruel of me to leave them outside for hours.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean
they may.
I'm sure
Sorry.
over in the UK it's way colder than it is here in America, but it's still cold.
Trust me, over here in the UK, especially where I live, it's bloody freezing. And you know, people always say I don't have the rights to say like it's like hotter over in the summer. Like,
Oh,
I mean, over the
it's hot for you. That's all that matters.
yeah. But when it's cold over here, and people compare the cold over there to here, try dealing with the coldness over here. I mean, Scotland has it worse.
Well, I mean,
So
I wouldn't say try dealing with how cold it is over here, but yeah, depending on where you live, there's like different definitions of cold or hot. So
yeah.
up in Canada or in the UK and other places where it's usually always cold, if it's even like a little bit less cold, they'll go, oh, it's hot. Because that's not what they're used to. In places where it always snows, usually, that'd be the case, I imagine.
Yeah, like with
Christmas, what do you want? Kitty, what are you meowing at? What's up? Do you just want pets? Is that what you want? Come here, kitty. Good boy. You are a loud mouth. I was thinking today probably wouldn't be a good day to stream because I have to keep an eye on my dogs and my pets and all that stuff, and my door's open, so my cat might constantly come in and out, maybe meow at me. But I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stream anyway, and would you look at that, they happen to be a problem. The dogs keep doing stuff, they were barking, like, I mean, not barking, more like boofing, like, boof, like a tiny bark. My cat won't be quiet.
Well, that's one of the negative sides of having pets, but they're still lovable, aren't they?
Yeah, I still love them. Well, I love my cats. It's not that I don't like my dogs, it's just that I'm way more attached to the cats because I'm a cat person.
With sorry, a bit of a stutter. With my recent pet Buster, whom I might have shown before, like a French bulldog puppy, he's, how can I put it? He's always biting me. But here's the funny thing. No, everyone else is fine. Like, he doesn't go for anyone else. He always goes for me. He always bites my feet. I don't know why. I mean, when it's someone else, he just goes up to them and he lets them pet him. While me, if I go up to him and gently try and pet him, he tries biting my hand or feet.
Some pets just have that thing where they only bite one person. Like they're nice to everyone else, but there's just that one person that they are mean to. Some pets are like that.
Ay.
I'm hoping other people join the voice chat soon because I know that it must be pretty late over there, so you're probably going to be going to bed soon, and once you leave, I'm going to be all by myself. If nobody else joins. Oops, wrong tool. I'm probably going to go see if the dogs need to be let in now.
Okay.
Because it's been a few minutes. I think they've done their business. Be right back. Again. Who knows how many other times I'm going to have to get up.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me.
I hope that's the last time I have to get up for a while. Gotta keep one headphone off so that I can keep an ear out for them.
A few seconds later.
Don't even joke about that. I'd have to end the stream if it's literally just me getting up and getting back in my chair the entire time. I'd have to end the stream. It'd be too annoying.
Sorry.
Sometimes I think I make my Bendy's legs too long, but, you know, if I made them too short, his body would be too big, so...
I mean, it's the way how you draw him, so... Thank you. It's the way how you draw him, so... I mean, everyone has a unique art style, so... I mean, yeah... I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way you draw him, so it doesn't really matter if his legs are too long or too short.
Sometimes
I know he's a teen.
Sometimes there are very much things wrong with the way I draw him, like how I used to draw him with the human legs. Ugh. Those were terrible. Those were bad times. I cannot believe nobody pointed that out to me, like how bad it looked.
If this was a character roast, I'd be roasting him right now, but it's not.
Even
it's a
just
stream.
him. Like, Silent was probably the one that looked the worst. Like, he was bad. And because of me trying to put emphasis on him being thick with 2 C's, he had really thick legs. Which, you know, nothing wrong with being thick, nothing wrong with having thick legs. It just looks weird on a character that's supposed to be a rubber hose character, you know? It looks weird on Bendy and Silent.
Yeah. if I'm gonna be honest, and it's just a joke. Don't get upset.
Okay.
Bendy's old legs design, they really remind me of the first movie design for the Sonic the Hedgehog character.
Do not compare my art to that monstrosity. I know it looks bad, but
I mean, it's not that bad. It's just the legs were a bit long. We all agree on that.
I know that old Bendy design and the silent design. I know it was an atrocity, but it was not that bad.
Oh yeah, definitely not that bad.
I think someone's home, so I can close the door now. Hang on a second, let me check. Getting up again. I'm not making the be right back thing again. I'm just gonna mute my mic.
Mhm.
Have I been muted that whole time? There's no way you heard me.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, so I just had like my brain just completely shut off for a moment. I was like, you were muted the entire time, by the way, and I was like, really? Anyways.
Baby, don't you wanna go? Come on. Baby, don't you wanna go? Back to the same old place. Sweet home, Chicago. Why am I singing a Blues Brothers song? I don't know why.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh.
And I have my door closed now.
Hooray!
Cause my brother's friend that's been staying with us for a little while is home, so he's usually outside of the bedroom so he can watch the dogs. So I can focus on the drawing. Yay! I am so sorry to any viewers. All two of you. all two of you. I'm so sorry that I keep having to get up. Alright, so Teen Bendy would probably holding like a textbook or something, so
maybe the textbook might have a
it's just gonna be a basic school textbook.
Yeah, alright. I was gonna say like maybe since it's based when one of his like lessons be like acting, like drama class, something like that.
That's not all he does, you know.
I know, but kind of give an
example. He's in high school. He has other classes.
True.
I don't know if acting, like performing arts classes, have textbooks. I could be wrong. Maybe they do. I don't know. I didn't take acting classes.
Oh, let me tell you something then. Not that much actually. It was back when I was doing like drama classes. I mean, the majority of the lesson was basically like acting and all that, obviously. But there were small bits of writing here and there. So yes and no, basically.
There's gonna be a basic textbook. I'm not gonna put a label on it right now because it's just a rough sketch, but it's just gonna be a basic textbook. It's gonna say like math or science or something on it. You know, as textbooks do.
Yeah. I mean, back when I was in school, I'm gonna be honest, we actually did not. Well, we didn't really have to carry textbooks around. I mean, back when I was in school, we basically just had our maths books in like our maths class, English books in the English class, so on and so forth. You get the idea. We never really had to carry them around with us because they were safely stored in the classroom. I know, different
Let me tell
sea,
ya,
but
whenever actually had homework as a kid, I would have to take textbooks home, and sometimes I would have to take 2 textbooks home. Now imagine that. Little 9 to 10-year-old baby honey bunny, whatever, having to carry 2 heavy textbooks in her backpack all the way home. I mean,
bloody.
I didn't walk home or anything like that. I took a school bus, but the point is, the backpacks were always fucking heavy in elementary school because I always had to take 2 textbooks home. Sometimes 3. That would be the worst. That would be the worst, was when I had to take 3 textbooks home. At that point, I'd be like, yeah, I need someone else to carry my backpack because you realize that I am a friggin' 9-year-old child, right? A 9-year-old child that lives on a diet of cookies and milk and ramen
Well,
noodles and chicken nuggets. I cannot carry that.
well, if I'm gonna be honest, if you were doing gym class, at least you're carrying something, an equivalent to weights at least.
Yeah, but I was a child, a weak child. It was not easy. I mean, I could probably carry it now just fine, but it was for me back then when I was little, like that shit was heavy.
I remember.
It was heavier than heavy. It was heavier than heavy from Team Fortress 2.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually, that's a good one. I applaud you for that.
And his name is Heavy, so imagine being heavier than heavy.
Yeah, that guy is massive.
I'm pretty sure that's all muscle on him.
Yes, that and also
So
Sasha.
Sasha. Oh, the gun.
Oh my god, who touched Sasha?
Who touched my gun? I
Some people
remember
think
really
it's
liking
like-
Team Fortress 2 in junior year of high school.
Oh my god, back when I was younger, I always wanted to play that game. Always wanted to.
It's
I used
free,
to-
so
I know. I actually play the game now, but when I was much younger, like I did not really have the best computer.
right. You had
As it was
a potato, like I used to have a potato.
Yeah, it was that old. I mean, if I was playing like bot matches, like because I played the game, but I was only able to like actually play the game properly on like bot matches, like fighting against AIs.
I still
to
only play against bots because I can't freaking play the game to save my life. There's a whole YouTube video about how bad I am at playing the game.
If I was a bit, if I, I can go on servers easily now, like just fine. But back in those days, if I was to go on a server, the entire game would crash. That's how crappy my computer used to be. It was a nightmare. And you want to know what made it more of a nightmare? Back in those days, my mum put a parenting control thing on my computer so I could not access certain things.
Those
That was
darn parents wanting to keep us safe and shit.
Yeah, that and also a timer. I can understand why they put a timer on my computer because I used to go on it. I used to get on it early and get off it late. That I can understand.
My parents put a timer on how long I could be on my own computer. That would... I'd be so salty.
Yeah.
Luckily, they never did that.
And luckily for me, since I have my own laptop, my parents know to respect my privacy and respect what I do on there.
Did you just say privacy?
Yeah, when I play games.
You mean
Oh.
privacy?
Privacy.
The sin is here!
Yeah. Also, privacy, potato. It's kind of like with the whole
Like,
herbs
I don't mean to judge the way you pronounce words or anything like that. I just never heard it pronounced that way. So it was strange to me.
Yep.
But if that's how you pronounce it, then I won't judge you. It's just strange to me.
Yeah. It's just how we say It's how we say privacy over here in England.
Yeah, that's the common pronunciation of it. It's privacy.
Yeah. Although you pronounce herbs as herbs, and we say herbs.
Some people say herbs, some people say herbs, and I don't say either one because why would I?
Why would you talk about it?
I don't plant them, so.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello,
Sin.
Sin.
It finally loaded. Cool.
Why is everyone inviting me to Discord servers? Like
I'm not. I totally ignore that. I fucking
It was an
misclicked.
accident.
It was a misclick.
I was about to say because I joined a new Has-Been Hotel server.
Oh boy.
And like 2 different people, maybe 3 at most, have tried to invite me to their servers.
Oh no, I was checking the volume on your microphone because you seemed a lot louder than I'm remembering before, and I think it was because my Discord updated everything, and it's just like, oh, everything is reverted back to how it started. I'm like, well, cool. I have to go through everybody's microphones now and change the settings so my ears don't blow out.
Well,
But
it's a good thing we
my-
don't have anyone that's known for being super loud.
yeah, no, but my mouse glitched out. And in order for me to get contact back to my mouse, because it's a wireless mouse, so in order for me to reactivate it and all that, I had to click randomly, and I guess it had put onto the setting of invite to server, and I'm like, oh,
And
wait, which server was that?
I was just sitting here like, Sin, what's this new server you want me to join? I've never seen this.
Wait,
before.
was it shit show?
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. Okay, don't worry about that then. Pathfinder is kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons tabletop game that one of my
something I wouldn't really
IRL
take part
friends.
in then.
Yeah, one of my IRL friends invited me to the server, and we've been trying to set up a session for a while, and it's just kind of been a muted server for a while until they can get back to me. And I didn't realize that I had sent you a link to that, so ignore it because I don't think you'd really want to play that.
I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. Not that I have anything against it. It's just that I've never played it before.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
I've tried to play it, but it's so hard for me to follow because I'm a dum-dum.
No, you're not a dum-dum. It's just not everyone is built to be able to remember specific tasks and rules and sheets and roles and all that fun shit. It's a lot of math. There's a lot of math and a lot of imagination that goes into it. So
That's definitely not something I can take part in then, because I am terrible at math.
there you go. I mean, it's not like algebra. It's basic math of like adding and subtracting, but it's a lot of math, and you have to be like interested in it.
Never mention algebra again. Also, sorry if I interrupted. Sorry,
Oh
continue.
no, you're good. You're good.
I
I have that same feeling.
But yeah, Sin, you weren't here when I explained what it is I'm drawing. I'm drawing my characters from Teenverse.
I had a feeling
in
considering
the new roleplay server.
Yeah, I had a feeling considering I'm seeing them holding textbooks and it's obviously a bendy character. So I had an assumption.
Gee, what gave that away? What gave away the fact that it was a bendy character? Was it the head?
No, it's more so your body shape.
But yeah, I'm gonna
Not to call you out or anything, but I've grown quite accustomed to how you do things.
I mean, we've been friends for like 2 years, so
Yeah.
we recognize each other's art styles by now.
Oh yeah. Especially your rubber hose sketches. I'm very
But yeah,
used to
Sam
this.
over here compared my old Bendy and Silent, like you remember when they had the human legs? He compared them to freaking the Sonic movie.
The
And
first
I'm like,
design,
how?
not the second.
No.
I'm
Not
like,
the
how?
second, the
Like
first.
they were bad, but they were not that bad.
You see,
Mainly the legs.
the original design that they had for the first part of the movie, the body is fine. The limbs were fine. The only shit that drove everybody crazy was the goddamn uncanny valley of his face.
Yeah, like, I can understand why they tried to make him more muscular, because, you know, he's athletic and stuff, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So it's fine.
I don't get why they went for the more... Okay, I will be honest when I say this now. When the first movie trailer came out, I was a bit in the middle, you know, in the middle of the design. It was not perfect, but I could see where they were going with. But with the face, and with those extra spines in the back... Why?
You see, I can deal with the extra spines. I can deal with that being like an artist's creative vision of it. However, that face was so uncomfortable.
It was ugly.
It was yeah, for a lack of a better way of putting it, it was just fucking ugly. That was a very disgusting model.
The teeth were really creepy.
I don't like the eyes. The teeth I can deal with because, you know, yeah, you're not gonna have like cartoony fucking like straight edge teeth. Or you're not gonna have them be gums in the real world. You're gonna have teeth. What I didn't like were the eyes, the shape. I hated that.
Sorry if I'm interrupting. But then they decided they changed the design and they made the design much better, actually.
Oh, I forgot that teen verse Bendy wears a beanie. That's right.
Oh.
I'll add that in a second. He's a hipster.
Yeah. But...
Or what people think of when they hear hipster, like the flannel, the Converse shoes, the beanies, the glasses.
The black frame glasses.
Yeah. Of which all my characters tend to have anyway, because it's a creative choice. Like, even Cherry has those.
You know what's really stupid? I'm a 31-year-old hipster.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
The only thing I'm missing is the flannel, that's because I fucking hate wearing flannel.
I wanted to wear flannel so bad in freshman year of high school. I thought it looked so cool.
I hate flannel. I mean, I love the pattern, and I love the material that it's made out of. But, like, I love the texture. But it just does not look good on me.
I like stripes.
I won't wear it.
My favorite pattern is stripes. I don't know what I don't know what could possibly give that away. The fact that so many of my characters wear striped sweaters sometimes.
I was gonna say, actually,
striped socks.
Actually, fun fact: flannel is not the name of the pattern.
I believe it's plaid.
Yep, it's plaid flannel. Flannel is the name of the fabric.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, no, I love flannel. My Lydia costumes, fucking poncho, the red on the outside of it is flannel. It's cotton flannel, and I love it. It's so comfortable. But then I had to put, like, I don't know, I want to say like lace, like purple, not lace, but like silky material on the inside. Because after a while, I didn't like the way that it felt on my skin. So...
It just has a textbook that says math on it.
Oh my god. Make it in, like, bold. No, you can put, like, M at the top of it, and it's M for math. M is for math.
M is for math. Just the letter M.
Just the letter M. No, I mean, it's like giant bold M, and then you put on the rest of it, it's just M is for math. I mean, that works too. Not to be a stickler for details, but that H is actually a smaller font than the M.
Huh?
The H is smaller than the M.
Yeah. I think I ran out of space, so I made the H small. Friggin' John Mulaney over here with a big ass H! Big ass A! Oh, a really skinny P, another really skinny P, and like the Y is over here.
Happy.
M is for math. Now, is that an English textbook or is that an actual math textbook?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. The world may never know.
Because Lord knows I'm not going to base an entire part of the roleplay on what's in the math book.
Oh my god. What is in the book that is titled M is for math?
You know, I could just... You know, I just had a bit of a thought, actually. I mean... I'm actually kind of wondering what my character Sam would be like as a teen.
Well,
I mean, I'm not.
You can
I
add
mean-
him to Teenverse then.
That'd be fun.
I've always kind of imagined. I mean, he's partially based a part of my personality, so I kind of always imagined him as a teen, like being more like shy, but kind of more. I know it's going to sound like a strange mixture, but shy but tough.
Yeah, that is a strange mixture I've never heard of.
He doesn't talk much, but
I think
he can be a bit.
I think the character that makes the biggest change in Teenverse versus canon is Cherry.
Oh, yeah, I've read the bio.
Because in Teenverse he's super shy and quiet and he's afraid of confrontation and he's adorable and he's a bean. And then we've got Canon Cherry as an adult who is none of those things. To put it in appropriate terms, he's none of those things.
Excuse me.
Pardon you.
He's far from being shy.
God, it's so...
But definitely in Teenverse, Cherry is very different.
Yeah.
Jasper's also kind of different. At least in mine and Posey's private portrayal of Teenverse, Jasper's kind of different. He's not portrayed as the shy British bean that he is on the blog. He's just kind of the punk kid. He's just kind of there. He's just kind of like, yo, what's up?
Sup?
Sup?
Because calling him goth would be a bit of a stretch. I think he's more like
He's more punk.
He's more punk than goth, especially as a teenager. Like he's got the hoodies.
Yeah,
he's got the hoodies and the emo hair.
Yeah, he's less goth rock and more punk rock.
Yeah, I think with blog Jasper, he's weird. He's like Victorian. Like he's got like this witchcraft aesthetic almost. Like a
Oh, okay, so that would be
so like a Halloween aesthetic.
Yeah, that would be goth.
Yeah, so I consider him goth, but like he and Lilith, for example, are like two different kinds of goth.
Oh no, Lilith is punk rock goth.
Yeah, she's like 2007, like early 2000s goth, like the blood in the horror movies.
I like how you say 2007s when it was just, in general, it was the early 2000s.
Yeah,
because that shit was happening in like 2001 and 1999 too.
2007 comes to mind for some reason because of the scene phase, I think.
Well, I mean, scene phase was also in like 2005, and I only know that because I was in high school during that time.
Yeah, I think you said you graduated in 2007.
Yeah.
Scene phase?
God, I'm old.
Do you not know what scene is, Sam?
You don't know what scene is?
I know what a scene is. It's basically what.
I'll take some pictures for you.
It's kind of like emo, but with way more colors.
Ah, okay then.
It's like if you think of it like an emo kid, like not a goth kid, because apparently there's a difference.
Yes, there is.
There's a major difference between emo and goth.
So, okay, the difference between emo and goth is emo is scene. Emo and scene are essentially the same genre. So instead of saying like you're emo, people would just say you're scene, because if they called you an emo, that meant you were being overly emotional and like suicidal and all that shit.
Yeah.
Whereas if you called somebody scene, they knew what style you were. So. Yeah,
so when you think of like a stereotypical emo kid with like the hair and like the piercings and all that stuff, that's actually a scene kid.
Yes. Or if they have like wild, like bright blues and purple stripes in their hair.
Some of them have like really wild colors, like a really bright pink.
I mean, I'll send some photos into the chat so you can see what we're talking about, Sammy.
Whereas goth is like, goth, what you think of when you hear the term goth. Some people think of Victorian goth, some people think of punk goth.
Yeah.
Lilith is more of like a punk goth.
Yeah, Lilith not seen at all.
Lilith's not seen. Lilith's not Victorian. She's a punk goth.
She's punk.
You feel
Whereas
punk.
whereas Jasper's kind of like a Victorian goth. I think.
Yeah.
It's funny, I have 2 goth characters on my Bendy blog. I have this weird rule where wherever I make a new franchise of some kind, whether it's an Ask blog or a comic or something, I always have to add a goth character. Always. There's always a goth character. I don't know why.
Oh, dude, have you ever seen pictures of fucking early 2000s cyber goths?
Cyber goths.
Cyber goths were colorful. Like, hold on, I'll post pictures in the chat and I'll like explain which one's which. I love cyber goths. Cyber goths were so cool looking.
I love how we're talking about aesthetics while
Yeah.
I'm drawing hipster Bendy.
I also like how we're talking about aesthetics that were a thing when I was in high school.
I was a little kid when those things were all the rage.
I'm old.
For some reason, 2007 sticks out to me the most when it comes to stuff like that. I think because of the song "Girlfriend" by Avril Lavigne was like really popular back then. It had just come out, and my sister was on MySpace listening to that song, and there were people like that on MySpace. Freaking
Oh my God.
MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah, my sister was in high school during that time, so she's
There you
like,
go.
I think she's 28 now.
I love this whole aesthetic, man. This thing is fucking fun. I love cyber goths.
I'm gonna laugh.
We're so
Someone
wacky.
that's not in the voice chat or watching this stream is gonna look at this and be like, "What the fuck? Why are you sending this?"
Yeah. So okay, so Sammy, there's the 3 different things that we're talking about here. That's how you could tell them apart. And I went to high school when all 3 of these were a trend, and I got to see like maybe 60 to 75% of my school dressing like this. It was so cool.
Man, high school must have been wild in the 2000s. I wouldn't know. I went to high school in the 2010s. I'm a baby.
Yeah, no, this was my high school. This was actually my junior high in the beginning of this because I graduated in 2007. So this is like early 2000s wares. I love cyberpunk.
I don't know how glasses work on characters like Bendy that have no ears or nose.
You
Well,
can always give them an eye patch.
you know, Jess. I mean, honey.
You can call me Jess.
Well, you know, Jess, as you always say, cartoon logic.
I mean, sure, I guess.
I am so sorry.
Pardon you.
I guess we can chalk it up to maybe the glasses are just wrapped around his head, like they have like a strap of some kind.
Or stuck. I don't know. Strap, stuck, is it? Just get some tape.
Alright, I don't know how to draw plaid accurately. I usually just go, oh, I'm in the wrong color. And that's it.
Oh boy.
That's how I draw plaid usually. So that's how I'm gonna do it here, just for simplicity's sake. And now I have Bendy sketched out. I just spit everywhere. I'm just gonna add his plaid pattern. The old Teen Verse Bendy design just wore a hoodie. Like he wore an oversized hoodie. But that's because the old Bendy was an otaku. I portrayed him as kind of like me in high school. Just sitting in the bedroom all day, not really socializing with anybody, not making any friends in school, just kind of sitting in the by herself at lunch, and then going home and being on the computer all day long, watching whatever it was I watched back then. Cartoons that I still watch now. But yeah, my sister went to high school in the 2000s as well, and I got to see the glory of MySpace, and yeah, she was no disrespect to my sister, I love my sister to death, but she was the typical teenage girl. Like, when you think of teenage girls in movies, that's kind of what she was, almost. In that she talked on the phone a lot, she was always concerned with boys.
Oh Lord.
She was always on MySpace. Had friends.
When I was born, it was the start of the new millennium. Going through the years as technology advanced.
When I was born, VHS and DVD were both a thing.
When I was younger, videotapes were what I used to watch the most.
Same.
Yeah.
I remember I had a TV that had a VCR attached to it, and when I finally got my own bedroom, because I used to share a room with my sister, which was the worst. I'd be trying to play with my dolls, and she'd be talking on the phone with boys. But not to make fun of my sister, but I got my own bedroom, and I had a TV in my bedroom that had a VCR player attached to it, and a DVD player. So it had both. And whenever I would watch a VCR, a videotape, and then be done with it, and stop it, sometimes the VCR would, like, destroy the tape and, like take all the tape out. That would be, like, the worst.
Yeah, they did always have...
Like, I always felt so bad whenever that happened, because I'd be like, no, the tapes, I broke them!
Well, they always did have that flaw, but if you had a special tool, you could just rewind it back up. Like, rewind the tape back in.
Alright, so I'm gonna take the Bendy Rough sketch and use it as kind of a guide for Silent, because they're twins, so they're gonna have the same height and everything.
Yeah.
It's just that Silent's a little bit chubbier.
He's a chub.
I've decided, Silent has been trimmed down a little bit. I don't know if you guys have noticed in, like, recent drawings of him, but he's been trimmed down a little bit. Specifically because I think it's weird drawing, like, a really big belly and really big body with tiny little legs. So I decided, for simplicity's sake and for the sake of the Rubber Hose art style, I've trimmed him down just a little bit, but he is still chubbier than Bendy. Because it's like it's like against the law for Silent to be skinny. I don't know what happened. He used to be a twig. Like, I don't know if you remember Sin, but he used to be... of course you remember. He used to be, like, a frickin' twig.
And then he met Sin.
then he met Sin and gained a lot of weight for some reason. Because he got pregnant, I guess, so getting pregnant put a lot of weight on him. It's also just that, when he met Sin, before he met Sin, he didn't eat much. He, like, barely ate at all, but then for some reason, he ate more after meeting Sin. Like... I guess because Sin needs to eat, so he made food and decided that he needed food too.
Oh my god, just the way, like, how you said, like, Sin needs to eat too, like, it kind of reminds me of, I don't know why it reminds me of this, but it reminds, remember when we were, like, talking, like, a few days ago, you were showing me, like, those custom text things between the characters, and one of them was like, feed me the souls of like, I don't know. It kind of sort of sounds like that.
A lot of the text messages were about food for some reason. Like, a lot of the old text messages that I made were always about food, and I don't know why. Like the topic of, hey, what's for dinner always came up. I don't know why. I think because I always made those and I was hungry. So,
Yeah, probably.
like, at the time of making all those, I just happened to be hungry. So I would always
We
make
also-
the text messages about food.
I said we also tend to post things at like night during like dinner and all that shit. So
That's true. Okay, so I don't want to make him too big because, again, it'll look weird with the thin legs. But then again, I think Silent would have thicker legs than Bendy because he's chubbier. I don't know. You can still have thick legs and be rubber hose, as long as I don't make them human legs.
We're not gonna go back into that.
I am not doing the human legs on the Bendy characters again. That was awful.
good.
The only exception is Cherry, and that's because he's not supposed to be a rubber hose character. He's just supposed to be a cartoon.
Do you reckon Cherry might know Lucifer?
He's a demon. Pretty sure all the demons know Lucifer. Or at least worship him.
For some reason in one universe, I for some reason imagined Lucifer from the Lucifer TV show meeting Cherry. I don't know why, and just questioning, why are you pink?
That leg's a little too thick there. Put that in. There we go.
So, anyone got any plans for Christmas?
I'm probably gonna go to my sister's house as usual.
Sit at home.
Go.
For dinner. I know for my birthday we're gonna go to the mall, go shopping, then go to Steak and Shake, then
What?
Steak and
What's
Shake.
steak and shit?
You
What's that?
probably don't have it. I think we've had this conversation, Sammy. I don't think you have it over there. Or at least in your area you don't have it.
They don't. It's a California or it's a USA thing. More so North and East Coast USA thing. We don't have them over here in California.
You don't have Steak and Shake?
Nope.
You poor things.
I mean, it's the same thing as like you guys don't have In-N-Out. That's a West Coast thing.
We don't
There
have
could-
In-N-Out.
You guys don't
Yeah.
have In-N-Out burger.
There could be a possibility you both don't have Domino's.
Oh, we have Domino's.
We have Domino's. Domino's is pretty common over here, actually.
We have Domino's, Little Caesar, and fucking Pizza Hut.
One day, I will find a restaurant or brand in England that was originally made in England, and I will find it.
I'm sure it won't be that hard.
I mean, there's Tesco's.
I've heard of that. I don't know if we have it, though.
Texco?
Tesco's, yes.
Is that a restaurant or is that like a
It's
convenience
a store. It's a store.
Yeah, we have those in the U.S.
Ah!
It's like a small little convenience store, almost like a liquor store.
Alright, just to send you guys a reference of old Teenverse, Bendy and Silent, including Cherry as well. I am going to be redrawing Cherry, even though he'll be the one that changes the least. These are the old versions of the characters that I created. I drew this a year ago, which explains the obnoxious shading. I mean, the shading's fine, but, like, I shaded the wrong parts. Like, I shaded every part of the body, which you don't need to do with cartoon characters. Cherry didn't have his tattoos yet.
Even as even as teens, Cherry's still the tallest.
Well, yeah, Bendy and Silent are imps. Cherry's an incubus. Well,
I apologize.
Bendy and Silent are also incubus, but like they're like 25% incubus.
Say I apologize ahead of time if you guys hear rustling and moving of things over here. I had to go get my phone, and it was like on the other side of my room, so I had to put my headphones down.
But yeah,
Okay.
there's the old versions. Cherry's gonna be changing the least. He's still gonna have the skinny jeans and the hoodie, and he's still gonna be shy. Difference with Cherry is though he's gonna have his freckles and his blue
Wow.
eyes. Because Cherry has naturally blue eyes. The pink eyes are contact lenses
Why does he wear contact lenses?
to change the color of his eyes, and also because he needs contact lenses. He wears
Ah, okay
glasses.
then.
Bendy
You know,
also
I know-
needs contact lenses, though he's going blind in one eye, so I don't
You
know
know-
if that helps much.
I know this question's gonna sound really random and odd, but has anyone ever tried wearing contact lenses and glasses at the same time?
I don't know if I'd recommend that. I wouldn't know, though. I don't wear contact lenses, I just wear glasses. Except I don't wear glasses. I don't wear glasses all the time. Because I am always on the computer. I don't wear glasses at the computer, even though I probably should. For some reason, Silent looks really awkward. Like, I feel like his legs are too long. For Bendy, he looks fine with the longer legs, but Silent looks weird. Did I make his body too small? Like, does he need to be bigger?
I think. Wait, who? Bendy or
Silent. Because I'm sketching Silent now.
Is Silent taller or shorter than Bendy?
They're the same height.
Okay. They seem about the same. I think what's throwing you off is Silent is more round than Bendy is, and Bendy has more details, so it's like making your brain think, oh, there needs to be more here, but what if it's too big?
Yeah, because I don't want to make him too big compared to his legs. I did want to make him bigger than Bendy, but not, like,
Yeah.
too big. Like how he used to be. Like, he used to look pregnant all the time.
I think that's a perfect proportion, and the clothes that you put on him might make him look a little bigger.
Alright.
But yeah,
So-
that seems to be appropriate body size.
Alright, good. I was thinking it
He's
looked
not-
weird.
No, it's because Bendy has more has stripes on him. Like, I know it's plaid, but it looks like it's got stripes, so it kind of throws off your focus. So it does make Silent look a little bigger.
Yeah, because Silent, while he is the same height as Bendy, he's got a little bit more chub on him than Bendy does.
Yeah.
As a
It's
as a
also-
teenager, though, it's not nearly as exaggerated.
I would say it's also the angle that he's standing at. Silent looks like he's turned a little bit more to face Bendy, whereas Bendy's facing us almost.
That could
So.
be it.
It's all of it. It's everything.
I'm actually gonna head off. I'm gonna head off to bed now. Actually, it's getting late, so
Alright.
What?
Good luck with the
I'm
rest of
actually
this
gonna
trip.
change the way Silent is standing, because I feel like Bendy standing up straight and looking all, professional and stuff, makes sense. I think Silent would be standing more like in a cutesy pose. He's a
Yeah.
Good
little,
luck
he's
with
a
Well, I
little
mean,
too stiff.
there's a side view.
So I'm gonna bend him down just a little bit.
Okay. Oh, my back. Ow, 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 ow.
Turn his head back the way it was. And there we go. Now he's leaning forward just a little bit. Like he's a little bit bent forward, like, oh, looky.
Actually, you know what? Hold on really quick. I'm gonna mute myself because I just realized I have to update my work schedule on my wall because I just scared myself going, oh, it's like 5 something. What time do I work tonight? Wait, I work at 9:30. I'm fine. What about tomorrow? Fuck. So, hold on really quick. Let me change some things. I'll be right back.
Alright. See, even Silent in like the old ref sheet, he's got one hand on his hip, but he still looks very stiff, like he's standing up super straight. I don't like this arm.
Okay, and I'm back, and I'm gonna have some choice words with my scheduling manager tonight.
Ooh.
Oof. This is correct. Because apparently, originally, I was scheduled to be there on Sunday, but our job has a Christmas party that I already RSVP'd for on Sunday night. So they took off my Sunday, and I thought they were going to give it to me for the weekdays, but nope, upon looking at the schedule, they have me coming in Saturday night, which is a no-go because I already have plans for Saturday night that include a Christmas party with friends, which is a Yule time party because next weekend is Yule, not Christmas, it's actually Yule, and I love it. Yay, Wiccan pagan villages, things, yay. But no, so we're having a Yule party this weekend, and as well as having a Yule party, I also have a D&D night Saturday night, which goes before the party, and Saturday is booked, so yay! I'm gonna have some choice words to deal with that. Yay.
So with Silent's outfit, right now he's not in an outfit because I don't know exactly what to draw him in. I know I want to give him a skirt of some kind. Like, I definitely want to give him a skirt.
Well, what's his personality like?
Kind of like how he is as an adult. He's very cheerful, happy, cutesy. As a teenager, he's a cheerleader. He's a
Don't give him a mini skirt.
Obviously.
Give him a high-low.
What's that mean?
It's a skirt, but it's short in the front, so it goes up to about their knees in the front, and then it's long, so it goes down to their ankles in the back.
I don't know about that.
That's cute though. I love high-lows. High-lows are like my favorite fucking skirt.
But yeah, as a teenager, he's a cheerleader. He's on the cheer squad. He's also in the cooking club. He's an anime nerd. He's an anime nerd as an adult too.
Well, of course.
Um, yeah, he's kind of changed from how he used to be, back when, you know, he and Sin were talking all the time. He's massive, massive weeaboo.
Weeb.
He's got all the cutesy pastel colors. He really likes Sanrio cartoons and plushies. He's an avid plush collector. His bedroom is like every corner is filled with plushes. Yeah, the one notable thing about him, or two notable things, I guess, for him as a teenager is that he's in the cooking club, which is like his major thing because he's gonna open a restaurant as an adult. But he's also a cheerleader too.
Yeah, I posted images in the voice chat. I love high-lows.
I feel like for a formal event that might work.
Well, I mean, that's because that's a dress, but I mean, like, God, do I have another image somewhere else? Because, like, again, I love drawing high-lows. They're so much fun.
I have, like, way too much trouble drawing skirts, whether they're skirts or on dresses or whatever. I just have too much trouble drawing skirts. Like, with the folds and stuff.
Sad face. Oh, I drew Fluffy's wedding dress was a high-low. At least the ruffle of the bottom of it was a high-low. It was a high-low mermaid.
Alright, let me check and see if those hands are actually good or they are not. These are awful. That's awful. Hands!
I'd say make the pinky a little smaller.
On which hand?
Let me wait for it to catch up because I'm like way behind.
I erased them and then put them back because you said something.
Oh, okay. So now I'm seeing it. Yeah. Reduce the pinky on both of them.
They're both too long.
I'd say reduce the pinky on the first one that you erased, or hang on, don't touch it. Let it catch up. Yeah, reduce the pinky on the first one that you erased, and lower the pinky on the right.
Like lower it, like
highlight the entire pinky on the other hand.
like that. Not catch up.
Yes. I'm like 10 seconds behind you.
I feel like I made the hands too big. I'm just really bad at drawing hands.
Oh my gosh, I'm like way behind you. Okay, yeah, highlight that entire finger, and yes, that's way better.
I feel like this hand is fine, like the one on the his right, or what look or his. I guess that would be his left, but
yeah, what it is, the left hand is angled wrong. So if you were to like highlight the entire hand and just kind of maybe tilt it clockwise a little bit.
Like down?
That's counterclockwise.
So up.
Yeah. Like angle the fingers upwards just a little bit more. It's because of the angle that it's at.
Like that?
Catch up. Yes.
Okay.
And you want to add a little bit like of a crease where the thumb is to try and distinguish the difference between the thumb and the pinky.
The crease.
So it's like, yeah, you want to like, the line between the thumb and the pointer finger kind of just looks like a fold. You want to add like a curl to make it look like it's actually a movable thumb.
Like, well, that just looks odd.
Oh boy.
Just looks like this hand's broken.
Well, he's rubber hose. You know what it is?
Hmm?
You know what's throwing you off? The middle finger of the fucking left hand is straight.
So make it not
It
straight.
needs to
Make it
it
gay.
needs to curl up like the other hand. It looks like it's stiff. Whereas the other hand, if you'll notice, the fingers are actually curling upwards. It's very slight, but it's definitely there.
So like you said something about the thumb as well.
Well, I was looking at it at a weird angle.
Ah.
But yeah, like if you were to mimic or mirror the other hand, this hand would be perfectly fine.
I think I'm just gonna... I don't know about that, actually.
Copy paste.
I was gonna say that, but I don't know about that. Do you think I should?
Yeah, I say go for it.
Hands are sisters, not twins.
I like that reference. I think I'm gonna use that. That's cute.
Make this one go up a bit more. Alright, now how do I connect the hand to the wrist there? Because he's got no wrist now. Do I just
let me catch up.
there?
Again, I'm like 10-15 seconds behind you. I'm pretty sure on the fucking the stream it looks like I'm just talking out of my ass, but everyone else is just like, oh, why are we holding this here? Yeah, just make it just like a curled line, like from palm to wrist. There you go.
Alright, he's not got any clothes right now, but that's because I don't know exactly what to do. I don't know if I should put him like a cheerleader uniform, or if I should draw him in his casual attire, which would be something kawaii.
It looks so cute. I'm sorry, I like the pose.
Well, that's Silent for you. He makes those kinds of poses.
Oh, I like it. It's so cute.
I honestly like
Sin.
I like really like what I've done with Silent's personality. If you remember, like the old Silent was like bad.
Oh, I remember old Silent.
Oh,
very
you
well.
remember? You were there.
I remember old Silent. I had a front row
bad.
fucking seat the entire time.
It was bad. I cannot believe that nobody came up to me and was like, "Hey, can you not?"
I can't believe nobody
If he's
came up
supposed
to you and was just like, "Hey, stop."
If he was supposed to be the cute one, then why is he not being the cute one?
Like,
So-
he was supposed to be the cute one. Why is he so fucking scary?
Like, if he's supposed to be cute, then why is he scary? Like, stop making him scary if he's supposed to be cute.
I mean, there's a difference between Jack Skellington cute and scary and fucking summoning Satan himself cute and scary.
Old Silent was badly written. He was also terribly drawn, but I think that mostly just comes from the stiffness of how he used to be, like how stiff his arms were, like they were sticks almost. And his legs were super chubby.
Let's not go back 2 years ago when I had to give you paint tool size.
Oh my god. At least with friggin' Sketchbook Express, I was actually trying to be rubber hosey. It just did not look good.
It didn't look good.
The human legs art style came after Paint Tool Sai.
Oh.
That was just a bad experiment that just went horribly wrong.
Oh,
And
my
I had
God.
to look at my human-legged bendy boys and really look at them and go, wow, they're ugly. Like, really ugly.
You had to constantly look at your own boys and just be like, well, that's a thing.
Well, I need to fix this, like, right now. So I was like, I don't know how to do rubber hose. And you were like, this is how. And I was like, okay.
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 John Mulaney over here.
Hey, can you teach me how to draw rubber hose? No. Okay.
Okay. Oh my God.
And now I draw rubber hose so much it feels weird not to. I can never imagine drawing Bendy and Silent or Jasper with humanoid legs ever again.
Oh my God.
Never
I'm
go
just gonna sit here
back.
and be like, I'm gonna sit here and think and just be like, hey, can you draw or teach me how to draw rubber hose? No. Okay.
No,
But
you
instead,
got
I'm also
yourself.
gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this fucking paint program that you don't know how to use. Can you teach me? No. Okay.
Freaking. I'm pretty sure that the human legs and like how horrible the characters looked actually came after Paint Tool Sai.
Oh my God.
They were definitely poorly drawn on Sketchbook Express, but at least they were rubber hose.
You know what? I don't need to take this kind of backlash.
No, it's not your fault. It's my own fault for thinking that was a good idea.
Oh my God.
You know what I should do? I should give
You
them
know
more
what?
humanoid limbs because I can't do rubber hose.
You know what I was gonna say? You know what? I like how it went from fucking, oh my God, what the fuck is this, to drawing them with drumsticks for legs. And then to rubber hose.
Not
It went from
even like
drumsticks to rubber hose.
appropriately sized drumsticks either. They were massive drumsticks.
I was gonna say, it's like somebody tried to draw a chicken with turkey legs.
And, like, it didn't even match their bodies. Like yeah, they were like Bendy was never supposed to be on the chubby side, but looking at old pictures of him, he looks like he's on the chubby side. But he was supposed to be skinnier than Silent.
Now you see, it was like somebody was attempting to draw a cartoon chicken with turkey legs. Tell me I'm wrong.
It does look like, it does not match. It looked awful. I cannot believe that nobody looked at my art and said, "Hey, fix this."
You know, I'm pretty sure everybody assumed that they were all just like, you weren't very like, I don't want to say educated, but definitely like,
I was new.
you needed more practice. You were not novice, but
I was new.
amateur. Yeah.
Especially to
So-
drawing rubber hose characters. I've been drawing for 10 years, but I'm like only just now getting good at it.
You're gonna get good.
Like I'm only just now getting good at it, and I've been drawing for 10 years, and my art has looked like trash for most of those 10 years.
Hey, you know, any progress is progress. It doesn't matter how little or how big.
I mean,
The more you draw, the more you get.
give old me this. 10 years ago, I was 12, so
You know what? You're not wrong.
I was new to art, and I was also 12, so
You know, you're not wrong.
just because Lilith can draw really, really well at the age of 12 doesn't mean anybody else can. And also, she's fictional, so
I'm gonna say Lilith was able to draw really well too.
yeah, like you look at her old art from when she was like a toddler. She drew like how I used to draw before I started drawing as a passion.
There we go.
How I drew from age 4 to freaking 11.
Honestly, I've been drawing since I was like 7, but it was because I only started drawing to rework my arm when I broke it. Because I'm one of the lucky individuals that not only broke my arm when I was a kid, but I broke my dominant arm when I was a kid. So
I broke
had
my
to try
arm
and
when I was I had a broken arm too. I was 2 years old when I broke my arm.
Oh, you see, I have no excuse. I broke my arm because I decided to get into a school fight.
I
And
got into a lot of those.
well, no, like I was 7, and like any little 7-year-old girl growing up in the 90s.
There's that number again.
That 90s. There's the 90s.
Nope, there's the number 7 again.
You know what?
What? That's always been a number. Like,
I know. I know.
like ever since we met, the number 7 always pops up.
Yep. But when I was 7, because I was a little 7-year-old girl growing up in the 90s, anytime somebody told you couldn't do this, you were gonna do it. It doesn't even matter if you were in the 90s, but because I was a little girl growing up in the 90s, keyword being girl, I had a group of boys tell me that girls can't fight. And so I properly kicked their ass. And upon walking away victorious, I tripped on a goddamn rock and broke my arm. So
I love how that's what broke your arm and not the fight itself.
Yeah, that's a little fun fact about Sin's history over here, or Sin's mob's history. I can't talk today.
I broke my arm when I was 2, and it's because I wanted to get a VHS tape off a really high shelf, and nobody would get it for me, even though I was constantly saying, "Immy, Immy, Immy, what movie?"
Oh my gosh.
So, little 2-year-old self decided it would be a good idea to climb on that shelf to get the movie. I then fell and broke my arm against the entertainment center.
Oh jeez. But nope.
And my parents didn't even know that my arm was broken until the next day.
Nope. Fell, tripped on a rock, broke arm, blacked out because apparently I guess I also hit my head pretty damn hard. The only memories I have of this entire event, I don't remember the fight. I remember kicking their ass, but I don't remember exactly how. So that bit of history of my memory is gone. And it's not because I'm old, but it's because I honestly couldn't remember. I remember thinking back on like how it happened and how I was victorious, because I wanted to boast about it. I wanted to explain to my mother that I'm strong and I'm a girl, but I couldn't remember actually doing anything. So, but yeah, nope, I don't remember the exact moments how I won, but I remember tripping on a rock and blinking and realizing I was laying on the floor, and I had a whole bunch of people looking at me. And I was like, well, this is awkward. I had my principal help me up off the floor, and I realized upon looking at my arms don't bend like that. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. So
like you weren't even crying or anything? Your arm was just broken and you didn't even like know what was going on?
I was a 7-year-old girl in shock. So I didn't do shit. But I'm like, huh, arms don't bend that way. And the principal's like, are you okay? Let's go take you to the nurse's office. I'm like, yeah, I could probably use a Band-Aid on something because my head hurts. And so we walked to the nurse's office, and they properly splint my arm in a cardboard box and duct tape so that I don't move it because my arm is obviously broken. So, and I go to the nurse's office where they do that, and they call my mom, and she comes and gets me 30 minutes later, to which she then properly rushes me to the ER or the doctor's office because my arm is totally, obviously, definitely broken. Like, beyond a reasonable doubt, my arm is broken. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's out of here, man. But
There's
no,
no
we
more
go
arm.
there, and okay, so obviously you can tell the difference between something that's been just popped out of place and something that is fucking splintered. Something is broken. Whereas, let's say your wrist just got popped out of place. Your arm is just going to be limp. It's going to have a little bump on one side. It's going to be limp. A broken arm is going to be broken. It's going to be bent in such a way that there is obviously no way a bone is going to bend that direction without breaking. So we go into the office, or to the doctor's office, to get my arm evaluated so that we can figure out how it's going to be put into a cast and what the steps is. And the fucking nurse that brought us in to look at it takes one look at it. She's like, oh, it's just popped out of place. And I'm like, huh, And I'm sitting there like, no, I'm pretty sure it's broken. And my mom's like, no, I'm pretty sure it's broken. And she's like, no, I'm just gonna pop it back into place. And she can't. And I'm screaming. And my mother is trying her hardest not to deck this nurse in the throat.
Okay, I think I know what to
Oh, that's so cute.
do.
But,
Thank you.
yep, nope. And, fucking, they finally figure out, oh, it's not popped out of place. It's broken. So, we go in, and they get me...
Who let that lady work in the friggin' medical...
I don't fucking know. But no, they let me go in, and we get it all situated, we get it put in a cast, and 2 weeks later, mind you, if somebody breaks a bone in their body, it's supposed to be set at rest for at least a month and a half. Minimum. It's supposed to be in a cast for about a month and a half. At least 4 to 5 weeks.
I thought I knew what to do, but then the belly. I don't know how to draw this kind of a shirt on a belly like that. It's like a very flowy kind of shirt.
Is she gonna be wearing a skirt?
I think I'm gonna do shorts. With this kind of shirt, I can see him wearing like shorts.
Make it
Like, or
fluff out
capris.
at the end. Like don't let it lay like flat like how it was. Make it flowy like the sleeves, like how the sleeve corners curl outwards.
That just looks odd. Let me try that again.
Part of me has to remember that this is a fucking live stream and I can't reach in and be like, here, let me draw. Like, god damn it. But no, they go in, and 2 weeks later, I get a phone call, or my mom gets a phone call saying, so, the x-rays that they have, that they took after, yeah, that's cute. That's, like, nice and snowy. The x-rays that they took, showed that they put the pin to hold my bones in place with the plate that's in there. They put the pin in the wrong place. Like it's at a wrong angle, and then they put the cast over it. And they waited 2 weeks after they had already had it set for 2 weeks to tell me that it's in the wrong place. So we have to go in, and they had to take the cast off and replace the pin. So I have a brand new cast again. So I'm like, okay, that's whatever. Fucking 3 weeks later, we get a call saying, hey, she should be able to come in and have the cast removed now. Me, not thinking about it, going, you know what, that kind of adds up to the right amount of time to have the bone placed, but no! Because they had to replace the pin, they have to wait another 4 to 6 weeks for the new placement of the bone to regrow and heal. So it basically starts the whole damn clock all over again. So they had to go in, or they came in and took the cast off, took the pin out, and then as we were sitting there waiting for the doctor to come in and to discharge me, he comes back in going, oh, we took it out too early. And I'm like, oh, cool. This is annoying. So go in for a second time to get it fucking put back in place, and then they wait a couple more weeks because they put the pin back in the same place, at least this time. And long story short, I now have a fucking metal plate in my arm because they never removed it. So, I actually set off metal detectors whenever I go to like theme parks and shit.
God.
My roommate, because we went to, we went to Disneyland for my birthday this year. And at the parking structure, they have these, the trams that will take you from the parking structure to the front of the park because it's quite a bit of a walk. And nobody wants to walk that way. So they, before they get you onto the tram, they have to metal detect you and all that so that you don't make it to the park and then have to turn around and go back to the fucking parking lot because you have something that they don't allow in the park. Oh, excuse me. And so I go through the metal detector, and I'm very obviously, because it's sunny on my birthday. It's always warm on my birthday. So we go there, and I'm wearing a tank top and skinny jeans. I don't have a jacket. I don't have a purse with me because the only thing I'm going to bring with me is my phone and my wallet, which are in my pockets. But when you go through the metal detector, you have to take your phone and your wallet out and put them in a thing so that they can run it through, I guess, like an x-ray machine. So it's like, whatever. So I don't have anything on me that's metal. I don't wear metal because I'm allergic to nickel and copper as well, which is also fun. Oh, okay. But, no, I go through the metal detector and it starts going off. And they're like, do you have everything removed from your pockets? Thinking maybe I have something else, like pocket change or something. I'm like, nope. And they're like, okay, we're gonna have to wand you down. I'm like, that's cool. So I'm standing there like T-posing. Or, actually, no, I'm standing there with my arms at my sides because they're just like, okay, just stand here. I'm like, okay. And they wand me down and it starts going off on my left side. And they're like, okay, can you hold your arms out? And so I'm literally standing there T-posing to assert dominance in this fucking metal detecting area. And they wand me down on the side that was going off. And they're just like, that's weird. It's not going off now. And so I'm like, here, wand over my arm. And sure enough, they wand over my left arm and it starts buzzing. And I'm like, I have no jewelry on, as you can tell. My arm is completely bare. And they're just like, okay. And I'm like, I have a metal plate in my arm. That's what goes off. They're like, oh. Cool. Grab your shit and go. I'm like, cool.
Alright, what do you think of Silent? I was gonna give him like those weird socks that you see in like 80s cartoons that kind of go over the shoes, but I decided absolutely not.
Are we talking about leg warmers?
I guess so.
Because I love drawing leg warmers too.
I was gonna give him like leg warmers because I thought they'd look adorable, but I don't know how to draw leg warmers. I remembered at that very moment, oh wait! That's not something I can draw and have it look right, so I just gave him regular socks.
I was gonna say, I always drew sass in leg warmers. I had an excuse. I loved drawing her in leg warmers.
Like, I don't know why I thought they were just like socks. I don't know why the word leg warmers didn't come to mind. I think I was thinking of like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but the old Chipmunks movie from the 80s. Like
yeah,
the girl,
no, like
one of the girl chipmunks wears socks like that.
Yeah, check voice chat channel. Those are leg warmers.
Yeah, those socks.
I actually own, I think, 10 sets of completely different patterns and sizes of leg warmers.
And I was gonna draw leg warmers on Silent because I thought, oh my god, that'd be so cute. But I didn't know how to draw them. I imagine that he does wear leg warmers though. Maybe not with this particular outfit, but just in general.
Yeah, no, not with that outfit.
I think this outfit's already flowy enough on its own.
Well, I mean, you also don't want to have somebody wearing leg warmers when they're wearing very obvious spring and summer attire, like shorts and short sleeve shirts.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. It just wouldn't look right to begin with.
So that's Bendy and Silent sketched out. Obviously, I'm not going to stop at just the sketches. I'm going to do line art and colors and all that, but I'm just getting the sketches done first.
Okay.
Up next is Cherry. He's going to be difficult.
Oh boy.
Because Cherry is always hard to draw.
I was gonna say, Silent looks rather plain as opposed to Bendy's pattern. Why don't you give Silent little polka dots on the shirt too?
Oh my god, that's such a good idea. I should totally do
Because it would match the hair bow.
Or quote unquote hair bow.
You know what? It's a hair
bow. He does
bow.
not have hair.
You know what? I was gonna say Bendy Silent actually looks like he's wearing fucking knickers or capris. Those are so cute.
Yeah, he's wearing capris.
Capris are adorable. It took me a while to remember the difference between knickers and capris.
Does it look better with the polka dots, or does he look silly with the polka dots? I don't know why, but polka dots remind me of clowns.
Of who?
Huh?
They remind you of who?
Clowns.
Oh, I thought you said mouse. I'm like, which mouse?
They also remind me of Minnie Mouse, though.
That looks adorable.
Because Silent is kind of kind of like a Minnie Mouse-ish kind of design.
It looks cute.
Especially his new one, like the one I gave him as of a year ago, I believe, where he's wearing the rubber hose skirt and it's got the ruffles at the end. That's definitely based on Minnie Mouse.
This is adorable.
Yeah, Silent's adorable.
Yeah, no, it looks funny right now because, or like, it looks a little clown-ish right now, but that's just because it's outlined. If you were to keep the shirt and the bow tie base white and then color in the polka dots in a sky blue, that would look fucking adorable.
Yeah, you're right. That would. normally
like,
I do the mint blue with the white polka dots, and then with the bow tie it's the other way around.
Yeah, no, like,
But-
have the shirt match the bow tie, and it's
Yeah.
fucking cute. And
he's
then
got
have
the
pants
the denim
be, like,
capris.
yeah. And cute little white socks. You have to draw ruffles on the socks.
Yes. He needs to be cute. We need to make him cuter.
He needs to have the ruffles on the socks.
Like the little from those like old socks that I used to wear like as a little preschooler.
You know what? I used to have ruffled bloomers, so you're not alone.
Silent wears bloomers.
I actually used to own a pair of ruffled bloomers where the ruffles were only on my ass. They were adorable.
But yeah, when Silent in his quote unquote new, because it's been about a year now since he's had this design, he has the Minnie Mouse-ish looking skirt, doesn't have polka dots on it, but it's a Minnie Mouse like skirt. And he's got like bloomers underneath.
Yep.
So you can see his underwear. Because you could see Minnie's underwear all the time, so.
I was gonna say, it didn't really feel like it looked like he was wearing bloomers so much as he had like a petticoat underneath, or a pettiskirt underneath his skirt.
Like those dresses with
Yeah.
like the petticoat underneath.
Like a maid's outfit.
To make
almost,
it poof
with,
out
like the
more.
ruffle. Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed
But
to be
like
bloomers.
It looked less like bloomers and more like a pettiskirt. That's adorable as shit. I love it.
How do I make it cuter?
Uh
I think it needs one more thing, but I don't know for sure.
excuse me. I was gonna say, I'm like, oh, you should give him a necklace. I'm like, they have no neck.
They have no neck.
I'm an idiot.
I think Cherry and Jasper are my bendy characters that have necks. Well, adult-wise anyway, like all the kids have necks except for the ones that look like bendy.
You should give him, like, candy jewelry. Like the chunky...
Like bracelets?
Yeah, like beaded bracelets. Like, you
wondering-
know, the friendship bracelets that they
Yeah.
make with, like, the square and the circle beads.
Yeah, I'm wondering
Or
how that'll
ponies.
work with the gloves.
It sits over the glove. I don't know. I'm thinking of something cute. Would he wear like earrings?
Well, he doesn't have ears, so I don't know how earrings would work. I think if he
He'd
had
have, like-
ears, he totally would wear like unicorn and cupcake earrings.
I was gonna say you could have like little studs where ears would be. I've seen that happen with characters that don't necessarily have ears.
So that bracelet, how does that look with the gloves, or does it look silly? Or does he need more bracelets? Silent kind of looks very 90s almost.
That's kind of the point.
He looks kind of 90s, early 2000s girly girl.
You know what? That one bracelet just steals the entire look. It's adorable.
All right, so keep the bracelet then.
Yeah, just the one bracelet looks fucking adorable.
I'm gonna make it multicolored too, like it's gonna be rainbow.
Yeah, there you go.
Like pastel rainbow in particular, because I think Silent loves pastel colors.
I think we're just in the fucking the late 90s, early 2000s like genre right here with fucking hipster goth and all that fucking shit.
I don't know why. Like all my teenage characters like fit like
90s?
like the 90s characters, even though it's in the 2010s. Even though we're in the late 2010s, early early 2020s here.
Actually, fun fact, fashion genres tend to come back every I think it's like every 20 years.
Yeah.
So like I remember was it last year? The 80s designs, 80s styles kept coming back
Oh
into
yeah.
like fashion. And then this year it's all the 90s fashions coming back.
I'd say I remember the 90s, but I was the 2000s kid, so I remember the 90s from the TV shows and my sister and all that stuff.
I remember the 90s.
The 90s were
The
cool.
90s were a dark day for fashion.
Because on one hand, the 90s were amazing with like Nickelodeon and like all those shows and stuff, but they were also like it's like
Actually,
some things are just kind of like, oh, I can't believe we did this.
designs that you're looking for are more so the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Because again, the 90s were a dark day for fashion. Like everything was denim.
Everything was denim or like neon.
Yeah, like no. This is like early 2000s. This was when the 90s was like, okay, I think it's time to chill down.
Yeah.
I think it's time to chill
like
out.
we're still here, but we're gonna cool it a little bit.
We need to take a break from all this hip, crazy wildness.
So Bendy's kind of like he's like a 2000s, 2010s hipster almost.
Yeah.
And Silent's kind of like a late 90s, early 2000s weeb.
Yeah.
Because his whole aesthetic is like supposed to be like the kawaii aesthetic. He's like the Lolita dresses and the ruffles and the pastel colors. But
yeah, that was definitely early
2000s. This particular design is very 90s, early 2000s.
I was gonna say that was very like the lolly phase started in like the early 2000s. So yeah.
Yeah, so he's got like the Lolita dresses and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's kind of his thing, not just in Teenverse, but like in general.
But I mean, if you really think about it, this fashion is coming back. You want to know why? Next year is 2020. It's 20 years afterwards. The fashion's coming back again because it has now officially been 20 years past.
Yeah. I mean, Cherry's kind of, I don't know what his aesthetic is as an adult. He's just kind of sexy as an adult. He's just kind of got a sexy aesthetic. He wears a lot of clothes that show a lot of skin. Sometimes he wears clothes that are very elegant and formal. Other times he wears clothes that are like something a stripper would wear.
What he is he's professional.
Yeah. As a teenager, he's got the hoodies and like he's shy and reserved. He's more casual as a teenager. What?
So basically, as a teenager, he's an introvert, but as a fucking adult, he's an extrovert.
Yeah, he changes. At the age of 17 and 18, he completely changes personalities.
Oh my god.
He comes out of his shell.
Funny to think about.
He think about it, from when he was a child to the age of like 16 or 17. He moved to America when he was 16.
Oh boy.
He moved there with his sister. He specifically moved there with his sister to get away from his parents. He was always super shy and quiet and like keeps to himself. Once he was away from his parents, he was free. So he started to come out of his shell slowly but surely. And once he was out of that shell, he completely changed.
Ha.
And then he became a porn star in college. So, yeah, he's the complete opposite of what he used to be.
Oh my gosh.
So in Teenverse, he's very reserved and shy and covers up a lot. But that outfit that he's wearing in the old Teenverse ref sheet, he's kind of just got a hoodie and jeans. Like, that's what I used to look like, kind of. Except the shoes. I used to wear tennis shoes rather than slip-ons.
Any excuse for me to not have to wear socks in high school was a good day for me. I hated wearing socks.
I'm the opposite. I love socks. I like wearing socks. I'm wearing socks right now.
I to this day still hate wearing socks. I am currently barefoot and my feet are just sitting in front of a tiny box heater. So,
Thing is,
because
I
don't
can't
want
really
to-
be barefoot in this house because we have cats, and with cats comes cat litter. And with dogs comes the dogs that try to eat the cat litter. Which means there's cat litter all over that kitchen, which means if I don't wear socks, it's gonna hurt my feet.
Well, I mean, we also have cat litter here that tracks into the bathroom, and a small dog that likes to trail it everywhere. But then we also have dumbass cats that, for some reason, wind up getting cat litter in between their toes. So we also have cat litter in the living room. We have cat litter in my bedroom. We have cat litter in the kitchen. We have cat litter in rooms that the cats don't necessarily go in.
Oops.
Yeah, we just got cat litter everywhere.
Yeah. But
We don't even necessarily call it cat litter either in this house. We tend to call it poop sand.
poop
'Cause
sand.
It's the same thing.
Alright, so Cherry is 5'6", so...
Oh, Jesus
he,
Christ.
Yeah, Cherry's kind of short for a guy.
Excuse you?
For a guy!
Excuse you? I'm 5'4".
For a guy, he's short.
He's still taller than me. That's average.
The average height for a guy is 6 feet. From what I've heard, anyway.
No. No.
I must have gotten my sources wrong then.
Yeah, no. The average height of a male is anywhere between, what is it, 5'6", so 5.5 feet, to
Okay.
6 feet. So it's anywhere between that.
And then again, Cherry also has like a female body type, to the point where he almost exclusively looks like a girl.
Yeah. So he's in the happy medium. He's happy right in the center there.
Yeah,
That's,
but he's
that's not too
he's
tall.
shorter than one of his lovers who constantly teases him for being short.
Oh boy.
And Silent is lovers with that same guy, so he definitely gets teased for being short because he's 3'5".
Oh my god.
Polygamy gets complicated. But yeah, Cherry's 5'6", and Bendy and Silent are both 3'5". So
Okay.
5, 6, 3, 5. So Bendy and Silent would be up to his waist.
Oh boy.
They're tiny. Then again, they're imps, so it makes sense for them to be tiny.
Very true.
Well, mostly imps. Like I said, they're part incubus, but...
Mm.
Alright, so... I'm gonna draw him here, I guess, as like a guide, and I'll fix it later if I need to. So, like, I don't know what... Like, the conversation started with, like, I don't know what Cherry's aesthetic is as a teenager, because he kind of just looks like a typical teenager that you'd see walking around. He doesn't really have... He's not, like, goth, he's not girly, he's not hipster, he's just kind of Cherry. He's kind of what I used to look like. I used to walk around in a black hoodie all the time, with jeans and tennis shoes and socks that nobody could see because my jeans were, like, flary jeans that covered up my feet.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, it's about 6 o'clock, so I got about 3 hours before I have to go to work. So I'm going to spend these next 3 hours cleaning my house and getting ready for...
Alright.
Yay, being an adult! Yay!
How long have I been streaming?
About 108 minutes.
That's about a little over an hour.
That's about an hour and 20 minutes at this point.
Okay.
An hour and a half, actually, because 60 minutes is an hour, and, over an hour and a half. An hour and 50 minutes, so almost 2 hours.
Alright, so I can't just end the stream here because I've still gotta draw Cherry. I don't know, I always just feel awkward doing streams where I am not talking to people.
Well, I mean, you could finish up the stream and just be like, you know what, I'll post the picture later on, or I'll do another stream later.
Yeah,
Like cleanup work?
I'll probably finish it outside of stream.
Yeah.
Cause as much as I like to stream, by myself, it does get lonely.
Yeah. I just wish I had a streaming program that still fucking worked. Dude, no. Okay. Just mini rant time before I fucking bail out on your fucking stream. More personal issues here. Fucking, what program are you using to stream on YouTube right now?
OBS.
Okay. I use fucking XKit. And, like, what was it? XKit, for some reason, is refusing to connect to YouTube. And I'm just like, I don't know what else to use because I only got XKit because that was what was recommended for using YouTube streaming. But since the updates, I can't. It won't let me do it now. So I have to like delete XKit, get rid of my entire program, reset everything. And it's like, oh, I hate this. I'm so upset. I have to do it all over again. I have to change all my settings and get used to a new program. First world problem by now. I'm just gonna sit here with the world's tiniest violin and just keep playing. Alright, well now that's out of my system. Yeah, so I guess I have to go and look up for a new program to stream.
Yeah.
Hopefully this
I recommend OBS. It's free, you don't have to pay for it. And
is OBS like its own program, or can you actually download it through YouTube?
I got it from Twitch, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just go to Twitch then. Fuck this. Wait, I can't remember. Is Twitch the one where you have to, like, make a Twitch account to watch it?
What was that question? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Is Twitch one of the streaming programs where you have to make an account to actually watch the Twitch streams, or can you just be an anonymous observer? So I can't remember. There was a streaming program, or there was a streaming website that you have to make an account to be able to even watch videos.
I can't remember.
I can't.
I can't even remember when I made my Twitch account. I think I made it whenever Bunny Bennett was doing a stream and I wanted her to notice me. So
it was Twitch. Okay, because I was trying to remember. I'm like, what was the program? I think it started with a P. But the only name that's coming to mind is Patreon, but that's not a streaming site.
Picarto?
Picarto! Fuck!
I really wish that I could stream on Picarto, but I don't know how to get Picarto to work. And also, from what I've noticed with every stream that you've tried to do, Picarto doesn't seem to work.
Picarto is like super slow-mo, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. And I remember
hate
whenever
Picarto
one of
so
my friends
fucking
tried to do a stream on Picarto, it was the same way, so they had to do it on YouTube as well.
God, fucking okay.
And I just wanted to move to YouTube instead of Twitch because I don't know, I just wanted to. I was more comfortable doing it that way.
I was gonna say I'm not a big fan of what YouTube's new guidelines are gonna start up on fucking January 1st. So I might just switch over to Twitch entirely.
Are you talking about COPPA, or are you talking about something else?
Oh yeah, COPPA. The COPPA rules.
Yeah, a lot of people are really upset about that.
Well, I mean, it's making it. I'm not gonna get fucking monetized on my account anyway because I don't care that much about it. So it's like, if you were going to be monetized, that would be one of the things to watch out for, because you can instantly get demonetized for saying something wrong. But then you can also get fucking guidelines and rules flagged on you if you have it tagged under the wrong thing. Like if you don't state that it's child friendly and then you mess up, or if you post a stream of some sort and you don't post it as child friendly and the fucking algorithm thinks that it is child friendly when you're drawing something. It's like, I don't want to have to deal with the stress and the worry and the fucking the headaches that it's going to ensue. So it's like, you know what, if I post anything on YouTube at this point, it's just going to be whatever videos, and if they get taken down, then fuck it, I still have them on my phone.
My channel's kind of one of those ones that falls under the category of kind of just being for everybody. But at the end of the day, I've really thought about it, and I was like, they're really not for everybody. Not all of my videos are just for everybody. Like, I don't post content that's legitimately just for children. Like I don't like do Baby Shark or anything like that. But I post videos that are like for 13 and up. That's my age range I go for.
I mean, yeah, there's that, but the algorithms it's an automated thing. So if it sees that it's cartoons in general are geared towards children. So you could be drawing a cute, colorful, like cartoony image of somebody being fucking brutally destroyed, and it would still be like, oh, this is child friendly, but it's not. So you're getting in trouble.
You could actually get sued for it. I hear you. Like you could have to pay a fine or get sued.
Because if you tag something wrong and they find that, so it's like, you know what? I'm gonna stick to just cute home videos, and I don't care if they get taken down. It's like, you know what? I have it on my phone. I only put it on here so I don't have to keep it on my phone. I don't care.
I used to make videos on, like, very often and, like, all that stuff, but, like, nowadays, I can't exactly just make a video whenever the hell I want. But the videos I do post are, like, related to cartoons, but they've got, like, a whole bunch of swear words in them. Sometimes. But yeah, my videos aren't for children, and I just hope that nobody thinks that they're for children. I remember, before the Kappa thing was a thing, I posted this video when I was, like, in high school. I think I was, like, 15 or 16, of me and Robbie playing with, like, chipmunks toys, and, like, having them kill each other and be random and all that stuff. We were having them swear, and, like a little while ago, as an adult, some little kid, this poor little kid, found the video, and, found the video and, was really mad that I was making them swear and hurt each other and throwing the toys around. Like, they weren't like, why would you do this? This is, like, why would you do this? I'm a kid. Like, you're not supposed to post videos that aren't for kids. But it was more like, why would you throw your toys around like this? Why would you hurt them? And I'm like, you realize toys don't have feelings, right? I know you're a kid, but you gotta know that toys don't have feelings.
Well, yeah, no.
Okay.
But yeah, we have a couple people in the chat.
Yay! Just as I'm about to end the stream, too.
Oh, no.
That's alright. That's alright, but yeah, I don't know about the whole, Kappa thing. I don't know how to feel about it because I don't make money off my YouTube videos anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't ever plan to because YouTube is, for me, it's like, it's not a passion, it's not a job, it's just kind of something I do for fun.
Who are these people?
Lexi1 is saying that they're new here, so...
Oh.
So we've never seen them before, and I've never seen a...
Oh, they have some cute little Animaniacs looking... Oh, that's...
Thanks for saying my drawing's cool. Sadly, I'm not gonna be able to finish them on stream. I will continue to draw them outside of stream, though, but,
Ooh, I like your stuff. Is it Vucky? I don't know. V-U-C-K-Y.
I think it's Vucky. I don't know how to pronounce that last word. I just know it's Vucky.
I like your stuff. That's kind of cool looking. Holy shit. You have no idea who I am either. Well.
But yeah, so yeah, it has been a while since I've done a YouTube stream, so I wanted to stream this, and I decided I want to draw new versions of the Teenverse characters, because I never drew all of them. I only ever drew Bendy, Silent, and Cherry. I never drew Jasper or any of the other characters I use.
Oh, Vucky's asking, how often do you stream?
How often do I stream? Whenever I want. I don't really have a schedule. I just kind of stream when I feel like it. Like, I don't have a set schedule. I don't schedule my streams. I don't have it so that, by the way, I'm streaming tomorrow. Or anything like that. It's more like, hey, guess what? I'm streaming. Oh, when are you streaming? Right now. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, I randomly will DM me and be like, hey, you want to be a part of it? I'm like, I got nothing going on. We got fucking John Mulaney voice over here. Okay.
Okay.
No, I like both your guys' stuff. I like the Animaniacs drawings, Lexi, and Lucky. You've got actually a really nice design to some of the stuff that I was seeing in your thumbnails. Don't mind me, I just lurk.
But yeah, these are teen verse or teenage Bendy and Silent.
Cute.
Of course, they're not finished. These are just the sketches, but I bet they'll look even better when they're finished. Do you still think I should give Silent like stud earrings, or is that like a?
You could give him if not little like circular studs, maybe cute little hearts.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how they'd work considering he has no ears. Like, do they just stab it into his head?
I mean, God, there was a character that I saw. Like, okay, you saw how I drew fucking, what was it, Sally's wedding dress, right?
Let me look again.
Hang on,
Sally's?
Sally, Burger Mom. Hang on, let me post it in
yeah.
the voice chat. She has earrings, but she doesn't have ears. She's a burger. But it looks adorable. She's a burger. I love that dress though. It's so fun.
Oh yeah, like, I kind of just thought that was a part of the headband, but those are earrings?
Those are earrings. They're so cute.
Alright, so let me like quickly add some earrings just to see how they look and get your opinion. Oops, wrong color. I'm gonna guess they'd go like here almost. So those are the circular kind.
Yeah, little circles. Because it would go good with like the polka dot aesthetic.
They're circular.
And the beaded bracelet.
Or we got. Ooh, why is it not visible? Oh, that's why. I was on the wrong layer. That's why.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Or we've got the heart. So.
I'd say go with the circles, but make them a little bigger, like polka dots.
Again, I was on the wrong layer. I was trying to erase the layer that wasn't visible.
Oh gosh.
Like that?
Let it catch up. Again, I'm so far behind. I just now got to the part where you drew the heart. So give it a moment. Because like the heart is the perfect size. The circle is smaller in the original. So let me see. Wrong layer. Sorry. I'm so horrible. I'd say make it just a little bigger, like the polka dots, because it's still small.
So like make it as big as the polka dots?
Maybe just a little bigger. Like if you have to, highlight and stretch it. Because this is just the sketch layer.
Like that? Like ketchup.
Yeah, I gotta catch up. Come on, YouTube, get good, man. Fucking hell.
I don't know. I don't really. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if I really like the earrings on him. Kind of looks awkward.
Well, they're also kind of low on the face.
That's true. Let me just put them right under the bow, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like before you raised it, where they're placed kind of just looks like Silent's got an enlarged earlobe. They're a little too low.
It still looks a little weird to me. It could just be me.
It could just be you. I think it's cute.
Maybe I think it's just too big. Like it went from being too small to too big.
I think it looks absolutely adorable. Like, just underneath that bow is actually really fucking cute.
I guess, let me see if I can add another earring on the other side.
I mean, you don't have to add it to the other side. Because, his head is turned at such an angle that it wouldn't really necessarily be visible.
I guess that's true.
It looks kind of cute.
But yeah, I imagine that if Silent, like, had ears, like, if he was, like, if it was, like, his human design, I imagine he'd have those unicorn earrings, or the rainbow earrings, or, like, cute earrings. Like, nothing, like, too elegant, like diamonds or anything like that. More like
No.
childish
Cute
earrings.
little, yeah, cute little, like, plasticky, like, play jewelry.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Just...
And, like, Toon Logic, they don't necessarily need to be stuck in his head. They're earrings.
Okay, now that I've put the opacity back in, like, it's the same opacity as the earring itself. Now I think it looks fine. Still looks a little odd because I've never drawn Silent with earrings before, so therefore it looks odd to me. But
they're cute.
But yeah, earrings and a bracelet.
It's
It'll probably be more noticeable when I do the line art, but
oh yeah,
right now it's like a small detail, like you can't even see it.
It's so cute. And now both Bendy and Silent both look like they have the same amount of detail in different ways, but neither is outdoing the other.
Yeah,
it's so cute.
Bendy's probably gonna have some kind of logo on his shirt. Like I imagine he's gonna be wearing like a theater club shirt or like something with like a band logo on it or some kind of movie.
I love how cute they look.
My boys.
You can also tell the difference between masculine and femininity over here. With fucking Bendy is like straight. Everything is sharp on him, whereas Silent, everything is circular and round. Bendy is more straight edge, whereas Silent is rounded.
Yeah, Silent's got all the circles and the bows and the frills.
I mean, bows can be sharp too.
That's true.
But no, like the difference is night and day between them. The only part on Bendy that I'm seeing is round is his shoes and his hat. Everything else is straight edge. Like his collar's popped, his fucking shirt is flattened, it's stripes. His pants are straight-legged. Whereas Silence has a flowy, circular, rounded top. The legs have been folded up. Yeah, the legs have been folded up on the pants. And he's got like rounded ruffles on the socks. Like everything is circular.
They got very, very different aesthetics, and yet they're twins. They're identical twins, except for their eyes, and I guess the fact that Silent's chubbier, but
they are the proper yin and yang of the family tree. There you go. To be poetic, they're yin and yang.
I was debating on giving Bendy like a bow tie, like how he has the bow tie as an adult, but I decided that'd be too much.
Yeah, that would be way...
It probably wouldn't go with the flannel, like the plaid.
No. That would be less hipster and more Steve Urkel. He's just missing the suspenders.
It just looked like regular Bendy, but as a kid.
Oh.
Also, I love how teen Bendy was wearing pants, but regular Bendy just walks around with no pants on all the time.
You know what? They're all naked. They're fine. So whatever.
Like, Silent walks around with no shirt. Friggin' Bendy walks around with no pants or any clothes, really.
You know what? It's the Donald Duck Mickey Mouse fiasco all over again.
Yeah, but
where Donald doesn't wear pants,
but in teen verse they're fully clothed.
Yeah, old school Donald wears no pants. I mean, he doesn't wear pants nowadays either, but Donald wears no pants and old school Mickey wears no shirt. So
yeah,
whatever.
I still don't think she wears shirts. I think there's like a new Mickey Mouse short all about it, like where he's not wearing a shirt. So
possibly.
Because I think there's that one Mickey Mouse short that's like Goofy was working as like at a burger joint at like the beach, and he was refusing service to both Donald and Mickey because Mickey wasn't wearing a shirt and Donald wasn't wearing pants or shoes.
Oh my god. They don't wear shoes. I think Mickey and Goofy are the only guys that wear shoes.
Yeah. So he was refusing service to Donald because he wasn't wearing shoes, and I guess the pants just came later. I don't know. He didn't say anything about pants. He just said no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Oh my god.
So Mickey had to give friggin' Donald his pants and his shoes so that Donald could wear like a full outfit, and Bendy was just walking around naked for the entire short. Bendy, Mickey. Mickey.
You know what? You know what?
I get them
You know
confused.
What? Yeah, it's easy to get them confused. God, it's so fucking cold over here. Of course, I'm also the idiot wearing a fucking short sleeve shirt and no socks in winter, and I'm complaining that it's cold. So, you know what?
Oopsie.
It's all on me. All on me. I'm just gonna complain. What do I have to do? Just kind of a side note. I made soap. Today.
Yeah, I saw.
They're so fucking cute. My house smells like eucalyptus and mint. And my fingies are super soft because of having to deal with soap. Soap makes my hands so soft, and I love it. But, that just reminds me, I have to update my goddamn Etsy account.
You have an Etsy?
I have an Etsy, I have a Redbubble, I have a Patreon, I have a Coffee. I have a lot of things to get money, but it's just kind of ridiculous. To answer your question there, Bucky, I actually follow the new Mickey shorts on YouTube. I miss how they looked in the older days, but I've grown quite fond of the new looks. They're kind of simple and adorable.
I remember the first time I watched a new Mickey Mouse short. I had just joined the Bendy fandom, and I looked at the Mickey Mouse shorts, and I was like, oh geez, and I sent it to my friend Liz, and I was like, hey, by the way, this is what Bendy's cartoons would look like if he was a real cartoon character, like in the real world, and like the studio was still open today. This is what the cartoons would look like now. And at first Liz was like, oh, it's awful, but then we actually watched the cartoons and we were like, you know, these are actually funny. Like, these are legitimately funny, so.
No, they're clever. They're actually kind of cute, and the new design, you kind of have to get it's an acquired taste. But eventually,
yeah, it kind of looks odd at first, but once you get used to it, it's really,
once you kind of get past the whole idea of just they did this again, it's kind of like, you know what, that's actually kind of adorable looking. And
I love Mickey and Minnie in the new shorts. Like, I love them in general. Like, they're one of my OTPs. I love Mickey and Minnie. They're so cute.
Oh my gosh.
But I love them in the new shorts. I don't know what makes them different in the new shorts. I don't think it's different. I think it's just that it's Mickey and Minnie and they're cute together.
They're adorable. They have such a chemistry and it's so fucking cute.
Like, I love seeing them together. I love watching Mickey Mouse movies in particular. Like, I like watching, like, The Three Musketeers and Once Upon a Christmas and stuff like that. And I love their relationship. They're so cute together.
Let's say, you know what I just realized?
What?
I need to learn to control my gosh darn sailor mouth whenever I'm in people's streams, because I've been talking like a very well-educated sailor. So many F-bombs.
Don't worry, I swear a lot in my videos too. I don't think any of my viewers care. I think I can only recall one person calling me out for my swearing. I think I can only recall one person calling me out for my swearing that wasn't an actual child that was like, swear words! And it was like one of my Sadie videos. I don't know if you've watched my Sadie videos, but Sadie kinda has a potty mouth. And in one of those videos, I swore at Sadie, and Sadie swore at me, and blah blah blah. And someone commented on the video saying, you know, you don't have to swear. And I was like, I can do whatever I want. And they were like, okay, fine.
You can see, I would have been a little bit more sassy, if that's my name, and been like, you know what, I don't have to do a lot of things. But maybe
so I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Maybe I want to.
But yeah, Cherry's the only one of my bendy characters that actually makes sense to have human legs, because he's like supposed to have human legs. He's like Bendy, Silent, and Jasper are kind of like rubber hosey old timey cartoons, like the rubber hose limbs. Cherry's kind of like Jessica Rabbit. Almost. A male version of Jessica Rabbit. With boobs. Because he's Cherry and he has boobs. A lot of people have asked questions about that, and I'm like, I don't have an answer for you, buddy. He just does.
And to answer your question there, Bucky, it's not that we don't care. It's just that we've kind of been talking about like the new guidelines and rules that are going to be hopping up on YouTube eventually, and I want to avoid it. Like, in the beginnings, we didn't care, but if YouTube's going to be, I don't know, stupid about it, then we're really just not going to care if shit happens. It's just, shit happens.
And like, with my YouTube channel, I always swear in my videos, so like, you don't have to like apologize for swearing in my video, because I swear so much!
I was just having to make a mental note, because like, I kind of, I don't want to say volunteer, I kind of get like thrown into other people's live streams as well, and some of them are a little bit more friendly towards their audience than most, and I have to remember that not everybody is as forgiving, and I might let an F-bomb or an S-bomb drop once in a while, and it's like, oh, wait, I can't say that here. I need to stop.
Every time I draw Cherry's feet with like the high heels and stuff, I always wonder how the fuck he can walk like this. Like, with these friggin' high heels, like these Bratz doll feet, almost.
You have never had the chance to see me walk in any videos, have you?
Nope.
I
haven't seen you walk before, now that I think about it.
You haven't seen me walk.
I haven't seen you walk, period.
I'm always at the computer.
When was the last time you've seen your friend walk?
When's the last time you
I never thought I would ask that question.
Oh, shit. But no, if you ever see, like, if I ever wind up posting a video that somebody posts of me walking someplace, please pay attention to how I walk. Because, boy howdy, I get ripped on all the frigging time about it. Because apparently, I
made his hips too big.
I mean,
like he has big hips, but not as a teenager.
Oh no. I have the epitome of an hourglass figure. Especially if I lose more weight. I have broad shoulders and wide hips. But whenever I walk like I'm on a fucking catwalk. Like, it's so dumb. But my roomie will always comment whenever she's right behind me. She'll just comment with every step that I have, just swish, 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 because I sashay, and I don't like it.
Kind of how Cherry walks. He walks with a little bit of sass.
I sashay, like, I can walk by somebody and accidentally hip check somebody without realizing it, because I sashay so hard. And it's so dumb. Because I've actually had to show somebody, when I was younger, and I was learning how to walk, my grandmother, bless her heart, was one of those, I need to teach you how to walk like a proper lady type grandmothers, and I love her so much, but oh my freaking god, my grandmother has ruined me from learning how to walk.
Because now you walk like a model all the time.
Because her way of teaching me how to walk was the stereotypical, like, you need to learn how to walk like a young lady with the fucking giant book on your head or something holding water on your head, balanced properly, so that when you walk, you don't saunter around, you walk in a straight line. You don't slouch. You walk in a straight line. I'm like, well, this is gonna be fun. So yeah, like,
One of those boobies is
friggin'.
bigger than the other. Oopsie.
So when I walk, my knees are constantly like touching at some point, and my heel is always going to rub slightly against my toe of my other foot. I walk in a straight line, and because of my wide hips, I sashay, and it's ridiculous, and I hate it. But like, you can imagine what it's like to see somebody walking in 3-inch platform stilettos in a convention. Because I had to do that for Pinkie Pie. In my 3-inch stiletto platform heels.
Cherry always wears like high heels. Like he always wears high heels, and the high heels he wears always look like. I remember I shared art the Has-Been Hotel version of Cherry in the Has-Been Hotel server, and somebody made a comment of his feet look like they don't even look like feet. They look like Bratz doll feet. They look like how does he walk? How does he walk? That looks so painful.
You know, it's actually really funny is those shoes are actually a thing.
The platform heels? Or
Yeah,
like
the platform
heels?
stilettos. Yeah, the Bratz doll shoes. That style, that height, and
I know.
platform,
and
those are a thing.
Oh, I know. And I don't know how people can walk like that.
Don't ever watch me walk in them then.
Because I'm just gonna compare those people to Cherry, because Cherry walks in heels all the time. He wears them all the time. See, even as a teenager who's so reserved and shy, he's still wearing high heels.
I wish I had a picture of me in those goddamn heels. Because I had a pair of those.
But yeah, he wears like, sometimes he'll wear like pumps, he'll wear like stilettos, or like he'll wear like platform heels typically, like as an adult, in like pictures where he's like supposed to be like super sexy as an adult. He sometimes wears like platform heels that have like the big ass friggin' platforms, and like they make him taller. The stripper heels. I don't know how people can walk in those.
Oh my gosh.
I envy people who can walk in those. If I tried, I would fall and break my ankle.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I don't know how. This is supposed to be a shy pose, but it looks like a model pose. Because it's Cherry. Cherry always looks beautiful. I'm trying to draw him shy, and he just looks like he's posing for a magazine.
Oh my gosh. These were the shoes. Hang on. These were the goddamn shoes, and they were pink.
I don't know why I gave him a literal spade at the end of his tail. Like, usually, like, like, these little arrow tips, that's what I normally do. But for Cherry, I gave him, like, a literal spade, like you'd see on a card. And I don't know why I did that, because I hate drawing it. Every single time I draw this friggin' spade at the end, it always turns out wrong, and I friggin' hate it.
Here we go. Check the voice chat channel. Those were the shoes that I had.
Yeah, Cherry usually likes to wear shoes like that sometimes.
That was the shoes! Those were the fucking shoes that I had, and I wore those for Pinkie Pie.
Jesus.
I ran in those shoes as Pinkie Pie.
How? How did you do that?
I had to run! You need to show... Okay, so to anyone in the friggin' voice chat, you need to show them this image of these shoes, but just imagine them as hot pink and coated in crystals. Like, there were studs all over it.
Just paste it into Psy here so that you guys can see.
Yeah, you need to show context to this, because I ran.
Look at these
I physically had to run in these shoes.
You know what shoes I really don't understand? Like, these ones I can kind of see somebody running in, though I definitely couldn't. But those, friggin' fetish ballet shoes that have the heels.
Oh my
Like,
god.
like they make you stand on your tippy toes, but they have heels. Like, how the fuck do people wear those?
Yeah, I had to run, and people say like, "Oh, you didn't have to run." It's like, no, I had to run. I had to catch up with everybody at this convention to make it to a frigging a photo panel because my outfit was so gosh down adorable and it was like fluffy and I loved it. I had like it was a high-low skirt, but it was a poodle high-low skirt, so it was like it was fluffy, it was lacy. I had like 3 tiers of fabric on it, like 3 different layers, with more tulle and fluff and lace and trimming. And I had this cute, like, poofy shoulder, like, I want to say, kind of like a peasant top, but not a peasant top, and a cute little white corset. I looked like I was ready for a party. And then I had these heels in hot pink and fucking crystal studs all over it.
Jesus.
And they wanted me to be a part of this panel. I was the highlight of the panel because I was the only pinky in like full garb like that. I was the only one in hot pink mess. And
This is just
I had to run.
This is just a rough sketch of Cherry, but look at Cherry compared to Bendy and Silent. Like, he's like, Bendy and Silent are really like cute and short and cartoony, and Cherry's just like, hey.
You know, I have to say the same thing whenever I compare fucking Sin to Pride. Sorry.
Something's off about Cherry. Like, I feel like he's like too short almost. Like, cause he's supposed to be taller than Bendy and Silent. He's supposed to be 5'6", and Bendy and Silent are 3'5". So
he's tilted. He if you highlight him, and instead of doing the highlight him as an entire thing, really quick.
Right.
Maybe not highlight, but like use the the square section tool or whatnot instead of the lasso.
The free to form? The free to form?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Grab the center and tilt it, like just lean it towards the right just a little bit.
The center, like his torso?
No, the center top square on the line. That's the bottom. There you go. Yeah, he was slanted. And it wasn't that he was tilted, it was like his feet were off to the right and his head was off to the left. And it looked kind of weird. Now it looks better. Hello, boss. I'm in a voice chat, and my earrings are holding my again. God, these stupid ear hoops. Okay.
Also,
hold up. I'm gonna mute myself really quick.
Okay.
Hold up. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my roommate wanted to say something.
Also, I love how you said you were gonna like leave to clean the house.
You know what?
I love your company. I'm not complaining. I love your company.
I'm a busy person, but you know what? I don't fucking care anymore.
Cool. Because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna end the stream once you leave because I don't like being by myself. But now I don't have to, so yay.
To answer your question, Bucky, Sin is my my Bendy in the Ink Machine OC. So
yeah, all these guys are Bendy in the Ink Machine OC so far.
Sin is the Bendy that has the 7 deadly sins in him. So we just call him Sin. Because we don't necessarily have a name for him.
Also, I don't know why.
We can't necessarily call him the 7. Huh?
I don't know why, when you introduced Sin and said that you were going to be using him in Teenverse, I don't know why I was surprised. Like, I was expecting you to use Sassy and Barry and Fluffy and all them. I was not expecting to see Sin.
God, the last thing I did with Sin was yell at my Anons on Tumblr.
Yeah, you keep having to
um,
do that, and I feel so bad.
God, no! Oh my freaking God! I was livid the other day, and I took it out on a poor Anon.
I saw, like, they kept asking you questions despite you,
Oh,
like, saying multiple times, ask Sin questions, not me.
oh no! You saw the post that I did with that really epic frown, right?
Let me, look again.
Oh
I'm
my
sure
God!
I
Like,
saw what I'm sure I saw it, but I need to see it again.
yeah, the most
Oh
recent
yeah,
picture that I drew.
literally the most recent anon you got was someone telling you to take down a call out post, and
Oh
like
no,
you were
that
like
that
mad
was
in
me just
that.
being petty. That was me being petty because I went through fucking like 30 to 45 minutes of searching my own goddamn page to find the post that they were referencing.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
this it's when somebody called him Bendy
yeah,
for like
no,
the millionth time because people keep calling him Bendy.
I'm so fed up with it because it's constantly happening, and it's like
I
his
mean, I
name
guess
is Sin.
the people that are new to the blog aren't gonna know right away. Like I thought his name was
Well,
Bendy when I first followed the blog.
yeah, well, when you first found the blog, I also didn't necessarily have his name in the description.
That's true.
It's been there for about a year now.
But yeah, like I was so happy to see that you were adding Sin to Teenverse, but I was also like surprised. I was like, really? Sin as a
Yeah,
teenager? Never thought I'd see the day.
I mean, oh god.
Because he's always an adult, so I never thought you'd portray him as a teen. But
yeah,
there
so
he is, and you know it's non-canon anyway, so might as well just have fun. Nothing in the roleplay server is canon unless otherwise stated. I think that the only thing that's going to be canon about Cherry's backstory is that he moved there at the age of 16.
to answer your question, I hope it's not like talking in circles here, but to answer the question, Bucky, he's supposed to sound like he's made up. He is the living embodiment of the 7 deadly sins, so you don't necessarily want to call him 7 deadly or the 7 sins when you're referring to him. You just want to call him Sin. So
Why? And also,
he is made up.
I expect to get a knife in the back for this, but how come Sin sounds more?
Yeah, that's what I was answering.
1930s teenage cartoon demons. Teenage. It doesn't take place in the 30s. Teenverse actually takes place in current day, like right now. It takes place in 2019.
I mean, if you're referring to Rubber Hose, because
Rubber
that's
Hose
a
is
1930s style.
and like these characters, except for Cherry, are in that art style, but they are not 1930s. That's their art style, but that's like Bendy and Silent in this particular role-playing AU are 16 years old. And Cherry's 17. I was actually debating, because in mine and Posey's version of Teenverse, our private one, I felt the need to make him 18 because of the context of his relationship with Angel Dust and how they can be, and the fact that it's freaking Cherry. So I decided, because of how these two can be in a relationship, even if it's all behind the scenes, I still feel the need to age them up. So they're 18 in that. So I was debating on making Cherry 18 for this version, specifically because he's Cherry and he's like that. But then I thought about it and I was like, why would I need to though? Like, I can, like, having him be 17 is more accurate to his actual backstory. Like, he moved to California when he was 16 years old. He turned 17 at the beginning of junior year. So, yeah, he goes into school at the age of 17, but he moved there when he was 16. So that's more accurate to his actual backstory. And I didn't feel the need to make him 18 because, you know, there's not going to be that kind of content in the roleplay anyway, so. But yeah, I thought about it, but then I was like, nah.
I'm trying to figure out like a way to show Lucky Sin here, but I'm trying to find a good picture.
Of course you're gonna have to either link it to him or ask me to copy paste it inside for you.
Yeah. Let's see. OMG. Can't tell. It kind of just looks like a typical Bendy character. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, he kind of just looks like Bendy, but with one eye covered. And he didn't even have the one eye covered.
Nah, he didn't.
Like, when I first got introduced to him, he had 2 eyes. So...
I'll say... I'm trying to find a good picture of him. You can send him this one, or maybe... Let me find it. Where's that full body? There it is. This one. Oh, that's the GIF! I swear to God, I thought I lost this image. I thought it got buried.
Of course, if I copy-paste that into Psy, it's not gonna be a GIF.
So, okay, you can show him these two. These are Sim.
I have a lot of tabs open.
Yeah, you do. I thought I lost the goddamn GIF. I should have used this. Freaking, I hate this. I'm so mad. I was gonna use that freaking GIF for another reaction at some point, and I couldn't remember where I freaking put it, and now I can't go back and use it because
This is Sin.
the post is old. Yeah, this is Sin.
Both of these
And
are Sin.
He kind of just looks like a typical Bendy OC. It's just I like his eyes.
He used to look even more typical. He looks way more original now, even with just the mild changes.
Yeah, I like him. So
Little
much.
goes a long way. You don't have to go over the top to make your Bendy different.
I like my boy. He's so cute.
I remember when you first introduced him, he was literally just a basic Bendy, like with the black eyes and the...
He was basic as shit.
I mean, my Bendy was pretty basic too. He's more original now, and all I did was give him a vest.
I like his tail.
Silent was already slightly original compared to Bendy because he had the dots on his chest, but now he's even more original with the 2 different eye colors and the skirt. But yeah, I got super distracted with the other topics we were talking about. I was talking about how I really love Silent's new character, like how I've rewritten him. Because old Silent was terrible. He was supposed to be the cute one, but he was scary.
I'm being called away. I need to go to Michael's now.
Oh, so like you're like leaving, like, are you gonna come back or are you gonna...
I might come back. It's only gonna be like a short trip.
Alright, I'll be here.
Alright, I'll be back in like...
I'll probably just be silently drawing. I'll probably still be streaming.
Probably. I don't know, it might be an hour. I don't know. My aunt needs me to go and buy yarn.
Alright.
So I'll be probably back. If not, then... So long, Bucky. If you want to follow, then we would love to see more of you. Yeah, ask questions, ask away if you're ever curious. But I'm gonna poof.
All right. Just gonna silently draw for a little while, I guess. However long it is until she comes back. Or until somebody else joins the voice chat. Something's weird about this. I think I know what it is. This. That's weird. Posted something for you in the comments on your last video. Wait, am I signed in? Stream's still going, so I should be. Yeah. Okay. Weird. Yeah, I'm still signed in. I guess I just need to refresh the... Yeah, okay. Let me just check that comment real quick, Black Rose. See what I got here. I've got too many tabs open, and all of them except for one are YouTube. I'm gonna close the Tumblr tab. I'm not using it right now. My last video was the hell of a boss. Your OC is really cute. My OC. Aw! You drew Honey Rabbit from me. How nice. I like it. Thank you. I was about to say, what OC? I didn't show any OCs in that video. I take it you were talking about Honey Rabbit, my persona. Thank you so much for drawing her. That's really sweet of you. Alright, so that's Cherry sketched out. He's pretty simple compared to how he how he is as an adult. He's very extravagant as an adult. I think I'm gonna draw one more character. I have more characters than just these four that I'm drawing today. I'm gonna draw one more character and then... Well, actually, I'll see if I can keep going. I'll probably only draw the 4 characters because they're my basic characters. Or maybe I can try to draw Husk and Cherry Bomb too. So Jasper is next. He is 3'2", so he's 2 inches shorter than Bendy and Silent. Say about there. His head's too wide. It's been a while since I've drawn Jasper. Actually, he'd be slouching a bit since he's... say out of all these characters, Jasper is like the most different compared to his adult self, appearance-wise. I don't think I have enough room to draw more characters here, so I guess it's just gonna have to be these 4. Just gonna save that. I'm debating on whether or not I have time. Because I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, I think. Almost. I don't know if I have... Because I do want to continue drawing this, but I don't know if I want to continue drawing it on stream. Because I don't want the stream to be too long. So I might just, end the stream here. I don't know if I'll pick up or finish this off camera. I think I'll finish this off camera. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna end here, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to my live stream. And be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Like this video if you wish, and subscribe to my channel if you wish. I post videos whenever I feel like it, and whenever I have the ability to, whenever I can. And I live stream more often than I post videos, but I don't live stream that often. I live stream whenever I feel like it, and I don't have a set schedule, so be sure to keep an eye out if you want to attend the next stream. And always remember that honey is good for the soul. See you later.